Let's talk about the positive outcomes from having a discussion on mortality. Hi, I'm Rochelle Fry, licensed professional counselor, and this is part 4 of my mini-series talking about mortality. So I wanted to just give you 2 positive takeaways from having the discussion on mortality. The first one has to do with existential theory, which is basically the theory we use a lot in counseling, is that you can create and make meaning in your own life based on your own value system, and that life is sometimes absurd or feels meaningless, but that we have the creative ability to make meaning in our own lives. And my favorite existentialist is Viktor Frankl. He is a Holocaust survivor, and he was a psychologist before he went into a concentration camp. So he was able to observe his own behavior and other people's behavior during his time in the camp. And then he later got out and wrote about how we create meaning in our life. And his book is called Man's Search for Meaning. It's a classic. I recommend everybody read it. It was a life-changing book for me. But that is one positive that can come out of the negative that people perceive when we're talking about death and mortality, is that we do have the creative ability to make meaning in our lives. The other point I want to bring up is the idea of practicing mindfulness, which is a good coping strategy. And practicing mindfulness is about living in the moment, not being focused on the past, which can be depressive, not focusing too much on the future, which can cause anxiety if we worry about it. So practicing mindfulness is about living in the moment, not letting your mind wander, which can be challenging. But the reason I bring up mindfulness is because if you go ahead and think through and decide what you're going to do about your end of life care plan, especially if you're middle age or older, is that you don't have to spend that energy even thinking about your mortality anymore. You don't have to be anxious about it. You can spend all of your energy just being in the moment. So it kind of taking care of this eliminates one of the unknowns in the future. And I think that's valuable for the specific fact that it just settles it in your mind so that more of your energy can be directed to the present. So I definitely wanted to give you some positive takeaways. There is value in facing this issue and talking about it. So hopefully that helps, and I will be dropping part 5 soon.